Today, we're reviewing the Maxfind Cyber Mini X. Not the $399 Cyber Mini Air, that's the 99 watt-hour single hub mini board. Not the $499 Cyber Mini, the 158 watt-hour dual hub version. Not the $699 Cyber Mini Pro, a 346 watt-hour 10S 2P belt-driven board. But the $799 Cyber Mini X, a 12S 2P 415 watt-hour dual belt-driven shortboard. While the hub-driven Mini Air and Mini are entry-level electric shortboards, the belt-driven Mini Pro and Mini X sit comfortably in the mid-range category, a segment that's full of competition. So how does this $799 looker hold up? Let's get into the details. The Cyber Mini follows Maxfind's recent design language. The deck is made from PPS Flex Composite, a flexible polymer. That said, with shortboards, deck flex usually doesn't play a huge role. It measures 32 inches long and 12 inches wide. There's a small but functional kicktail. It also has a 7mm concave, which sounds deep but feels pretty subtle. It's enough to keep your feet planted and offer some feedback, but it's not one of those aggressive bowl-style concaves you might see on other shortboards. On top, it uses rubberized grip tape, which surprised us with how much grip it actually provides. And unlike sandpaper grip tape, it won't catch on or shred your clothes, a big plus if you tend to carry your board pressed against your body. That said, traditional sandpaper grip tape still offers stronger traction, especially useful for technical riding and more confident foot placement. The downside of the rubber grip? It's slightly slippery when engaging the kicktail. If you're big on kicktail tricks, you might want to apply some traditional grip tape at the tail. Maxfind also includes a tail pad, and amusingly, a little head bumper at the nose. Like most Maxfind longboards, this is a unibody deck, meaning the electronics are integrated into the deck. This makes the board cleaner and helps with water and dust resistance, earning it an IPX5 rating. And yes, it features RGB ambient lighting along the sides, just like on the Cyber Max. Not super bright, but stylish and helpful for nighttime visibility. The Cyber Mini X is powered by a 12S 2P Samsung 21700 battery, rated at 415 watt-hours, the exact same setup as the Cyber Max X longboard. While Chinese cells are getting better and cheaper, Maxfind stuck with Samsung cells for this lineup, likely prioritizing longevity and reliability. For $799, a 415 watt-hour battery is a decent value. Not the biggest in its class, but definitely not the smallest either. Maxfind advertises a 34-mile or 55-kilometer range. In our real-world tests, riding aggressively in top speed mode, we got about 22 miles or 35 kilometers. A 3A UL certified fast charger is included, topping up the board in around 3 hours. Maxfind uses the tried and true Hobbywing ESC here, which means smooth acceleration and predictable braking, just as we'd expect. The remote appears to be a standard Hobbywing unit in a custom Maxfind casing. It has a display for telemetry, 4 speed modes, and support for the Tuya mobile app for customizing ride profiles and settings. The Cyber Mini X uses dual 900-watt belt drive motors. On paper, that's lower than some competitors in the mid-range category, but as we always say, motor wattage doesn't tell the whole story. Maxfind claims a top speed of 37 miles per hour or 60 kilometers per hour, but we think that's an error. In our testing, we reached 31 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour, which is the same as the Cyber Max X, despite the Max X having larger motors. So yeah, probably a spec sheet typo. The gear ratio here is 15:40, that's a 2.7 reduction, optimized more for efficiency and speed than torque. The 107mm wheels also play a role in that. Based on the math, if you switch to 90mm wheels, you'd gain about 15% more torque. So if you want more punch off the line or stronger braking, downsizing your wheels is an option. We've already met these 107mm space wheels when reviewing the Cyber Max X. They're proprietary Maxfind wheels, made of 74A urethane, soft enough to dampen road vibrations. Definitely more comfortable than standard PU wheels. Being wide and soft, they offer great grip, especially during carving and braking. The large diameter helps roll over small debris, grass, and uneven surfaces with ease. And trust us, the board transmits a lot of vibration. You'll hear it here. If you ride on bad roads with smaller wheels, your knees will feel it. The board comes with Maxfind's own Max 3 trucks, a forged 45-degree setup with an 11-inch hanger and 98A bushings. Forged trucks are stronger and more durable than cast, and at this price point, we think they should be standard. Compared to the CyberMax X's 12-inch hanger, the Mini X's 11-inch version still feels very stable. Both setups prioritize control over responsiveness. So even though this is a short board, it feels as stable as a long board, but it might not be as nimble or playful as some other mini boards. Some brands focus on offering the most value per dollar. Maxfind has never really been one of them. Instead, they tend to prioritize unique design and better quality parts. And that's the story with the Cyber series this year too. If you don't like the look, the unibody design, or the oversized wheels, then honestly, this board probably isn't for you. But if the styling speaks to you, and you like the build and features, then let's talk about how it rides. While many mid-range electric shortboards are designed to give you an adrenaline rush, the Cyber Mini X leans more toward comfort and ease of use. On paper, the 12S system and dual belt motors could deliver a punchy ride, but the Hobbywing ESC deliberately tones things down. Acceleration and braking are smooth and predictable. Combine that with a wider than average wheelbase for a shortboard, and you've got a board that feels relaxed and unintimidating to ride, even at higher speeds. Then there's the choice of 107mm wheels, and this is where it becomes clear who this board is and isn't made for. For seasoned skateboarders who transitioned into e-skating, the big 107mm wheels are a red flag. These are riders who mastered 70mm street wheels, live for sharp kick turns, curb hops, and love the agility of a low ride height. To them, larger wheels make the board feel sluggish, too high off the ground, and kill the nimbleness. Add in the rubberized grip tape, which has noticeably less grip than traditional sandpaper tape, and you're likely to hear grumbles from these skill-focused riders, especially those who rely on solid grip to confidently use the kicktail or pull off freestyle maneuvers. But if you're not from a skateboarding background, and you got into e-skating primarily for commuting or fun, the Cyber Mini X makes a lot of sense. The big soft wheels smooth out rough roads, absorb vibrations, and roll over pebbles, sticks, or sidewalk cracks with ease. The smooth throttle curve, wide stance, and forgiving trucks make it a comfortable and confident cruiser, even for less experienced riders. The Maxfind Cyber Mini X is a solid choice if you're looking for a mini board that's easy to live with. It's light and compact, simple to carry around, and thanks to the rubberized grip tape, it won't snag your clothes or tear up your bag. The big 107mm wheels help you roll over rough roads without stressing, and the smooth controls and stable ride make it feel calm and easy, even at higher speeds. That said, it has a problem. It doesn't really stand out in performance. It's not the punchiest, the fastest, or the most nimble. It's good at everything, but not exceptional at any one thing, which means it can easily blend into the crowd in terms of how it rides. But what does help it stand out is the look. The unibody design, ambient lighting, and overall aesthetic give it that futuristic vibe Maxfind is known for. If you're into the way it looks, and you want something that's fun, smooth, and doesn't demand much from the rider, then the Cyber Mini X is a good fit. As always, if you are looking to buy a Maxfind, or actually any e-skate, be sure to use our affiliated discount code with the link below. It will help you get a small monetary discount and helps us out too. You'll also be tagged as an Electric Skateboard HQ customer and probably be treated better. Ride safe, guys.